XXXTentacions, 32 Tattoos, and Their Meanings. Jose Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, popularly known as XXXTentacion, was an American rapper, singer, and songwriter who started his music career on SoundCloud in 2013. 4 years after he released his first album, 17, and then his second album, in 2018, both securing top places in the US Billboard 200. Unfortunately, not long after his second album release, XXXTentacion was murdered outside Riva Motorsports. He was fatally shot multiple times in the neck whilst in his own vehicle and left behind his legacy, music, and son, Jakumi. Before we go any further, I want to talk to you about something I am trying to do. So I and my team are trying to build this channel, the 10X channel, into one of the most successful YouTube channels around the globe. And we know it sounds all stupid and unachievable, but in all honesty, it's just one subscriber at a time. So just take 1 second out of your precious time to leave me a like, then drop a comment in the comment section below, telling me what issues in the world you want to see us make videos about. Once you've done that, go ahead and smash that red subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon right beside it so you get notified by YouTube when I drop your requested video. And now that I know that you've liked, commented, and subscribed and turned on notifications, let's now dive deep into the story behind every tattoo on the body of the late rapper XXXTentacion. XXXTentacion's legacy continues as his music created records on different streaming platforms. He is one of the most streamed artists on Spotify, and his music videos have billions of views on YouTube. XXXTentacion's tattoos show how the rapper was vocal about mental health issues and depression. The late rapper carved his niche among the millennial audience by writing songs on existentialism and anxiety. We did a detailed overview of XXXTentacion's 32 tattoos and what each tattoo meant to him. Continue to watch to find out. Alone tattoo. The alone tattoo is placed right above his eyebrow. To some people, the tattoo is self-explanatory. During an interview, XXXTentacion said, "Alone is the biggest concept for me. Alone is literally my idolization. People, whether they're in relationships or among thousands of people, you're still alone. Your lies are not known to the people. Your sins are not known to the people. Nobody knows your story. Nobody knows your feelings, and therefore, nobody really understands you. Hence, we're all alone. I'm gonna die alone and live most of my life alone. Nobody will completely know you or what you want." He even admitted the fact that to some extent, nobody really understands him, and that's why he has inked this tattoo. On this one, we can all agree with him. Irrespective of how close you might be to someone, the truth still remains you're alone inside of yourself. Well, unless for those individuals possessed by other beings. Ankh Cross Tattoo. The tattoo is placed at the center of his chest. XXXTentacion was known to be a Catholic Christian. He believed in God and all that. XXXTentacion found peace in Jesus. He didn't say he was deep into Catholic Christianity, but he did agree that he looks upon Jesus for a righteous path. The Ankh cross is historically known and holds great meaning to XXXTentacion. This is an ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic ideograph that symbolizes life. Despite some people believing it holds satanic values, to XXXTentacion it doesn't. He once came to a war of words with Migos rapper Offset after he thought the upside-down cross represented all that worship the devil and all. The cross means different things to different Christians, but I doubt it means worshippers of Satan. My thoughts. Bad Vibes Forever Tattoo. The tattoo is on his inner left forearm. This tattoo represents the name of the movement he started. Taking inspiration from the musical group Teen Suicide, this movement held a close place in the rapper's heart, considering he is the one who founded it. Although lead singer Sam Ray included XXXTentacion in a rant about SoundCloud rappers being scumbags, this didn't seem to faze him, at least publicly. Bad Vibes Tattoo. The tattoo is located on both his eyelids. This tattoo has a rather unique and rare placement, with the word bad written on his right eyelid and vibes on his left eyelid. XXXTentacion explained that the reasoning behind the Bad Vibes tattoo, in his own words, when you see someone and you immediately judge them, those aren't the people I want to attract. I don't want to attract people who look at me and think I'm an idiot due to how I look. He was unapologetically himself. I mean, no bad vibes, no bad days. Broken Heart Tattoo. The Broken Heart Tattoo is in the corner of his left eye. A part of his several other face tattoos and body art is this unique yet meaningful tattoo. A broken heart on the upper left side of his cheek, right on his temple. As the singer, songwriter, and rapper has seen a lot in his life, this was also a tattoo that was caused as a result of all the hardships he faced. At the age of 17, his life was turned upside down. He was abandoned by his lover and was overwhelmed with heartbreak. The tattoo was inked to show how he felt inside. I consider myself to have a broken heart were his exact words. The tattoo is more likely related to his 17 tattoo, as that is when he said his heart was broken beyond repair. Xxxtentacion lived a short life, but in this lifetime, he faced several heartbreaks. He even wrote a song about his first breakup that changed his perspective about life. He was so affected by his girlfriend's disloyalty that he got a broken heart tattoo inked on his face. It was one of the first tattoos he got on his body. He always thought of himself as someone who would always get his heart broken and would stay this way forever, which is why he got this tattoo. American rapper and songwriter Wi-Fi's funeral got the broken heart and alone tattoo inked on his face in memory of Xxxtentacion. Cleopatra Tattoo. The Cleopatra tattoo is inked along his upper chest area. This tattoo is dedicated to his mother, Cleopatra. Xxxtentacion has previously spoken about the rough childhood he faced, but in no way does he blame his mother. She often had trouble with the law. X stated that his temper was like his mother and he would never entertain a stupid person. X was so close to his mother and often included her name in his songs. At the age of 6, he tried to stab a man and bit his flesh out after he witnessed his mother being beaten. It is clear that the two had a strong bond with one another, with this tattoo being one of his first. It would seem that behind all the bad boy facade is a mama's boy. Clock Tattoo. The clock tattoo is on the left side of his face. Xxxtentacion once said, "Time is precious, don't waste it." He said that the person who understands the value of his time will never fail in his life. At some point, everything will eventually run its course, be it friendships, relationships, and life. A way he can constantly remind himself is by having this inked on his face. Crescent Moon Tattoo. The crescent moon tattoo is located on his right bicep. Crescent moon is generally a symbol of intuition, psychic abilities, creativity, and wisdom. In Wicca, a religion using witchcraft, the moon is related to Demeter, Persephone, and Hecate, also known as the mother, the maiden, and the crone. They represent the passage of time and the life cycle from birth to death, followed by the changing phases. Xxxtentacion was known to be interested in this modern religion. XXX had never confessed the reason for getting this tattoo, but once said, "I think of you every time I see the moon." He dedicated this design to his girlfriend, whose name he kept a secret at that time. Crybaby Tattoo. The Crybaby tattoo is located on his outer right wrist. Written in bold is this tattoo called Crybaby. Enfoy's mother stated that he was a very understanding son. He never demanded things that his family couldn't provide, and he was never a crybaby, one who uses emotional trauma to get what they want. But he still got the word inked on his right forearm. This is a common tattoo between both the rapper Xxxtentacion and late Lil Peep. Although Xxxtentacion didn't explain publicly about the tattoo, Lil Peep, in his own words, said, "I definitely think the planet is very sad, and I think a lot of people are also very ungrateful, which is another big problem. That's why I got the Crybaby tat on my face. I got a humongous tattoo that says Crybaby to keep me grateful and remind me not to be a crybaby. I see it every time I look in the mirror to remind me that I am blessed." Dead Tattoo. The tattoo is located on his left hand along 4 of his fingers. It is sad to see that he had such depressing tattoos on his body. The word dead was inked on the knuckles of the left hand. It was tattooed right after he got out of juvie. This tattoo reeks of sadness considering the rapper's unfortunate death. This ink speaks of his depression and the phase of his life where he believed he was betrayed by everyone in his life. Although he didn't give any personal explanation about the tattoo, many believe it could relate to him feeling dead inside, expressing his thoughts and feelings in his body art. Death Before Dishonor tattoo. The tattoo is inked on the right side of his face. Also, a part of his several unique and distinctive face tattoos, the Death Before Dishonor tattoo is pretty self-explanatory. It talks about showing loyalty to his friends. It is really disturbing to see that a well-known celebrity had everything inked on his body that screamed depression and loneliness, yet everyone failed to make a connection. Many close friends and fellow rappers commented that Xxxtentacion was a loyal friend, that he would rather die than suffer insult to his honor. Elephant tattoo. It's inked across the front of his neck. Almost every celebrity tries an animal tattoo. Most celebrities will opt for tiger or lion, but Xxxtentacion chose an elephant head on his neck. The reason was simple. Elephants are passive but dangerous if crossed. An elephant is an immovable creature that represents sheer force along with wisdom and calmness. Xxxtentacion felt the elephant represented his personality clearly. It is another piece of body art that holds a central and noticeable position. He then went on to create the short song Elephant in the Room. It is thought that his first love, Cynthia, influenced his love of elephants. He once posted a video of her on social media with a caption saying, "She's an elephant, my elephant. Look, the elephant on my neck is here." Fuck Perp tattoo. This tattoo is located on the inner side of his right wrist, which was his dominant hand. The interpretation of this tattoo is that the rapper Xxxtentacion and Space Ghost Perp had a feud publicly, after which the rapper released 2 diss tracks against Perp called I'm Sipping Tea in Your Hood and Space Ghost Pussy. Although it is not clear to a lot of people why they got into a public feud at all, keeping in mind that they made 2 tracks together previously, but others tend to speculate that it is related to the drama that Perp had with A$AP Rocky, and the things that he said about A$AP Yams after his death. X rejected the request to shed more light on it as he didn't want to provide fame to the rapper. Kill Me tattoo. The tattoo is on his left hand. Below his dead tattoo is the Kill Me tattoo. It is speculated that he got this tattoo at his lowest phase of his life, when he had hit rock bottom. This Xxxtentacion hand tattoo could point to clear signs of depression, no fear of death, and at times the unwillingness to live. However, other fans have expressed a more lighthearted interpretation, seeing it as a dedication to Tyler, the Creator, a rapper he respected, who had the same ink in his 2011 music video, Yonkers. Leafless Tree tattoo. This tat is located on his forehead. The Xxxtentacion tree tattoo has a very spiritual meaning to him. A fan previously questioned him further into the meaning via Instagram, to which he replied, "Leafless tree, without restraint and no burden in attachment." XXX is said to be very spiritual, and this tattoo held that energy as well. It could also be related to Wicca and witchcraft, a religion he was attempting to study and learn, whereby the tree of life gives birth to a bridge between earth and the divine. It is also said to have been inspired by a Chinese spiritual saying that one shouldn't be too attached to its possessions. A leafless tree will keep on growing, even if it doesn't bear fruit, flower, or even a leaf. Lines on nose tattoo. While it may look odd, there are 4 tribal-styled lines across the bridge of his nose, another one of his many face tattoos. The lines across Xxxtentacion's nose could represent a balance in life and are also thought to have tribal links. While other people think it represents his failed relationships, each line represented a person, friend, family member, or even girlfriend who betrayed X. We will never know for sure. Loyalty tattoo. The tattoo is inked across the bottom of his left jaw. This tattoo has a clear meaning and shows Xxxtentacion held loyalty close to his heart. Xxxtentacion had explained that all his tattoos are self-explanatory. He believed the concept of loyalty to the core. According to him, he would remain loyal to his family, friends, and fans. Probably that was the reason he got the word loyalty inked on his jawline. Other fans speculate that it is a tattoo he got after his girlfriend, who some believed was not loyal to him, left him brokenhearted. This resulted in him falling into depression. During his eulogy, one friend commented that Xxxtentacion was loyal to his friends and family even after all the fame and money. He always invested in startups of his close friends and even businesses of acquaintances. Numb tattoo. Right below his right eye is the tattoo Numb. As said several times before, XXXTentacion faced a difficult life. Not only did he have a rough childhood, his adulthood was not as kind to him either. When describing the numb tattoo, he said he wanted to feel pain. In his own words, he said, "I got this when I was younger as I felt I couldn't feel." When a person goes through a lot of pain, there comes a time when he stops feeling the pain and becomes numb. That is what XXXTentacion commented about his face tattoo. He was met by constant betrayal and disappointment, and his only resort was to act numb in order to cope with all of the depression and negativity around him. His life was full of ups and downs, but he never let it affect his strong mentality. Fans think it is because of this that he got this tattoo in red and right below his eye, as a constant reminder of what emotion he should stay in. Danielle Bergoli, aka Bad Barbie, inked this along with 3 dots as a tribute to her friend's passing. Rare tattoo. The tattoo is inked along his 4 fingers on his right hand. X always thanked his friend, Ski Mask, for helping him out in his initial days. The duo formed a group called Very Rare, but it wasn't a huge hit. However, X always said that it was VR that gave him the confidence to move forward. He has the word rare inked on his knuckles, one of the 3 tribute tattoos to members only, also known as Very Rare. A group he started with Ski Mask, the Slump God. He got that tat to pay homage to the group. Remember to remember. The tattoo is inked across the right side of his neck. XXXTentacion's rise was monumental. He became a global icon within few months of his career. However, he always believed that one should not forget his roots. He said, "Always remember who you are, where you came from, and stay in touch with your true self. Everything that has happened to you, your experiences, are what makes you, you. Remember where you came from and the path you took in life." XXXTentacion got this tattoo as a reminder to remember the past and all the things that made him, him. Run tattoo. This tat is inked on the 4th finger of his left hand. XXXTentacion hasn't always explained his tattoo meanings, but many fans believe this ink represents him wanting to run away from the problems of his life. He had the word run inked on his left finger. It was probably to denote his mental health issues. He often tweeted about how he wants to run away from all the sadness and embrace peace and happiness. It is placed on his ring finger, so maybe this could signify his urge to run away from relationships. Guess we will never know. Star tattoo. Star on the left side of his nose. Star tattoos are generally symbols of good luck, protection, and guidance. XXXTentacion got inked with this design soon after his debut album became platinum. His tattoo artist, Joseph, commented that the reason he chose a star was that he wanted to remind himself that in the end, his hard work is paying off. No explanation was given as to why XXXTentacion got this tattoo. Some fans speculate that it could be dedicated to his ex-girlfriend, Geneva, who was known to call herself the Lonely Star. Symbols tattoo. The symbol ink is on the fingers of his left hand. Some of the many tattoos XXX has on his hands are these symbols. There are almost 4 of these also on the same left hand that has the run tattoo. X often used emojis in his tweet to describe how he was feeling. He said that he uses all his words and vocabulary in his lyrics, so he's left with emojis to connect with his fans. He even had several emos inked on the fingers of his left hand, one of which is a sad smiley face, a 3, a heart, and an X inked on his fingers. While we don't have an idea of the exact meaning of every symbol, XXXTentacion has said in an interview that every tattoo on me is a story and I don't have a pointless tattoo. It can be hard to work out the sentimental value of each symbol, as XXXTentacion never gave any explanation, but it was clear that it held some significance. Theater Mask's tattoo. The tattoo is on his upper right arm. These are some of the most well-known symbols dating back to Greek mythology. It is the central representation for creative arts. Theater mask tattoos are generally symbols of the balance of life, representing both ups and downs, happiness and sadness, and chaos and order. The masks of comedy and tragedy mainly represent drama and are used across the world. XXXTentacion's life had always been very controversial. Fans speculate that the reason he got the theater masks inked on his right bicep was to represent the phases of his life. Transmutation circle tattoo. This tattoo is on his inner right hand. Now, this is a rather unique tattoo. Xxxtentacion had a high interest in pseudoscience. It expresses the science of turning mundane elements into gold, which is why he got his transmutation circle tattooed on his palm. He was a huge fan of alchemy, and so it comes as no surprise that this is a piece within his body art collection. He studied this in his spare time, and his interest began from anime, Full Metal Alchemist. He was also interested in Wicca and witchcraft. X often wrote about alchemy in his songs, where he even said he can convert trash into gold. In one of his lyrics, he said that he has alchemy power in his hands as he has a transmutation circle in his control. He got the tattoo during this period. VR tattoo. The VR tattoo is on the right side of his abs. VR stands for Very Rare. It is derived from the American hip-hop collective Members Only, who are acquainted with the VR All-Stars, and because of this, both share the same name. It was the name of XXXTentacion's hip-hop group that he formed alongside Ski Mask the Slump God. The group was not as famous as the Members Only collective group that featured several other rappers. Members Only began after XXXTentacion and Ski Mask the Slump God met in juvie. VR with dots tattoo. The tattoo was inked on the inner side of his left forearm. XXXTentacion's tattoo, again, is a dedication to his Members Only group, also known as Very Rare, and is one of 3 tattoo tributes. Wing-ridden angel tattoo. This tattoo is inked on his outer right arm. Wing-ridden angel is said to describe a human who is so angel-like they just come without wings. X dedicated one more tattoo to his loyal girlfriend, Cynthia, who stood by him through thick and thin. He often called her his wing-ridden angel. He saw her as a human being who is always helpful as an angel to their friends despite having no wings and a halo. Florida rapper Denzel Curry inked the same tattoo on his skin as a tribute to his friend's passing. WRAC Tattoo. The ink is placed above the knuckles of his left hand. WRAC stands for Wing-Ridden Angel Cynthia. This tattoo is inspired by his hit single Wing-Ridden Angel. The song itself is about a girl who stood by X throughout his life. This tattoo is dedicated to Cynthia, a girl whom X considered too good for him. It was inked to show his appreciation for her always being by his side. A first love XXXTentacion couldn't let himself forget. In 2017, XXXTentacion released the song I'm Alone, I'm Sorry, Cynthia. 3 dots tattoo. The tattoo 3 dots is above and below his right eye. XXXTentacion had several tattoos inspired by Chinese mythology and spirituality as well. One of these designs was the 2 sets of 3 dots above his right eye. The 3 dots are inspired by the famous Chinese saying that every person's life has 3 stages, beginning, peak, and ending. XXXTentacion said the 3 dots represent birth, rise, and death. Danielle Bregoli also included the 3 dots in her Numb tattoo tribute to XXXTentacion, a close friend. Number 17 tattoo. The number is inked on his forehead at the right-hand corner. XXXTentacion's number 17 tattoo holds great significance. At the very young age of 17, he felt his heart had been broken beyond repair. He came to the realization of the pain cycle and felt he lost his sanity. XXXTentacion once said that he was 17 years old when his SoundCloud account received 1 million hits. It was after that he decided to make a career in rapping. The number is also the name of his first album that reached number 2 on the US Billboard 200. To give the album more exposure, he got the album title 17 tattooed on his face. Interestingly, he chose a smart and innovative design as he picked the mirror image of 17 for the tattoo.
Listen. Beyond anything and everything, you are a fucking human being, and it is your right.
In conclusion, XXXTentacion died at a young age, but he touched the hearts of millions of his fans across the globe in his short career. XXXTentacion's tattoos are often opted for by his fans. Which design do you like the most? That's all we have for you today. If you enjoyed watching the video, go ahead and demolish that like button. Then, like I said earlier, tell me in the comment section below what subjects or issues in the world do you want to see us make videos about. Finally, Don't forget to smash that red subscribe button and hit the notification button right beside it so you get notified when we drop a video on the topic you requested. With all that said, I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.